My sister's grades were weird. If I scored 600, she'd get 610. If I pushed up to 610, she'd instantly turn into 620. She was always exactly 10 points above me. But the second I missed a test, her grades completely fell apart. That was all the proof I needed. Her grades were tied to mine. And that gave me the idea for a crazy plan. What would happen if I got a perfect score on the college entrance exam? My sister and I are twins, but from the day we were born, our lives couldn't have been more different. She got the master bedroom turned into a princess room, with pink lace curtains and imported soundproof wall panels. I slept in a tiny storage room packed with old comforters and moldy boxes. Her breakfast was golden fried eggs, ham, and hot milk. Mine was always last night's leftovers, watery porridge, and half a plate of bitter salty pickles. My parents were always on my case for scoring lower than her. What they didn't know was that the whole gap between us was built on 18 years of stolen talent. The first time I realized something was off was in 7th grade. I stayed up all night studying and scored 190. My sister messed around all day and still pulled a 200. By 9th grade, I fought my way to a 580, and she still somehow landed exactly 10 points higher, with a 590 and a spot in the top 10. The creepiest part happened when I got hospitalized with appendicitis and missed a test. I got a 0 in math, and my sister, who was always top 10, somehow only got a 10. My parents thought she was just having an off day. I was the only one who started getting suspicious. It wasn't until that national high school math competition that I finally ripped the mask off the whole thing. The final problem was known as a death trap. Fewer than 5 people in the whole province could solve it. That night, I stayed up late under the dim desk lamp, my shadow stretched across the room, my pen flying over the scratch paper, until I finally worked out the right answer, but I didn't write it in my workbook. I stared at the paper for 3 seconds, and a cold little smile crept onto my face. Then I picked up my pen again and slipped in a nearly invisible logic error on step 3. I quietly flipped one plus minus sign, followed that bad logic all the way through, and turned the final answer into 3p. I wanted to see if my sister, who always climbed over me, could still get lucky this time. The next morning, my dad was grinning at his phone. The teacher had posted the Olympiad answer key in the group chat and praised my sister for not only solving it, but matching the official answer exactly. My heart clenched like an invisible hand was squeezing it. I immediately asked my dad to show me her work. I said I wanted to learn from it. My mom instantly gave me this mocking look and said someone at my level would never understand her solution anyway. My sister lifted her chin like she'd won, then smugly agreed to let me see it. My dad tossed the workbook in front of me. The second I opened it, a chill shot from the soles of my feet straight to the top of my head. Her solution matched my scratch paper exactly in the first 2 steps. Even the plus-minus mistake I planted was copied perfectly. But in the final step, she skipped all the logic and just wrote down the right answer. That gap in the reasoning was like a giant black hole. It broke every rule of math, but the checkmark in my parents' eyes covered it up perfectly. That was the moment I finally understood. My sister wasn't some genius. She was a thief. Every idea I had, every calculation I made, got copied over to her by some mysterious force, then corrected into the right result. And this family had already accepted that blood-sucking way of manufacturing a genius.
Click my profile to find and watch the full story.